Today we are looking at preparing a quilt sandwich for quilting. I've dragged Jackie in. She's got a lot of experience quilting like I have. Hi Jackie.
How you going, Rachel? Yes, I've had a lot of experience and years of quilting.
So you do some long arm, you started life just as a normal quilter like me, just on a domestic machine?
Yes.
Awesome.
So it is very important to be prepared. So that's what today's about.
So we're going to show you the tools that you need and also share with you what we've used to create our quilt sandwich for our Disney Princess quilt. Let's get started. So Jackie, we've got some tools we've used today.
Yes.
We've got clamps already on the table. We've got some tape and we've also got basting spray. So for a quilt sandwich, there's actually 3 layers. And the first layer is the backing. You want to show everyone?
So we got our backing.
So we've pre-prepared the backing. It's got in 3 parts because it wasn't quite big enough, so we've just made some joins. And then the next layer is the batting.
Batting, yes.
And the last layer is,
of course, the top.
The quilt top. So here's our completed Disney Princess quilt. So we're going to lay it on top of these things, of the rest of the sandwich. It's not centered yet, but Jackie has probably quilted more quilts than me, so she's going to give you some of her top tips.
Okay, so it's important to center everything. So always make sure your backing is centered first, and then it's important to do your wadding and your top centered as well. So it is a process, clamping as we go, or if you don't have a table that will take clamps, you can use sticky tape. So
do you want to show them? I know we've got clamps and we're going to clamp this side,
yes.
But do you want to show them on your side how you would use the sticky tape?
So it's important to make sure the wadding is flat, no wrinkles. So we just take off probably about 2 inches of tape. We're going to sticky tape down the edge, smoothing as we go. So I probably do it every 10 inches or so, just to make sure it is flat.
And then you would put the batting on top.
Batting
and then on top. We would get our quilt and we need to centre it now, right?
Yes.
So I'm just going to whiz round to the side of the table.
Okay.
So when you're at home and it's just you, Jackie, how would you do this?
I'd actually fold every piece in half.
Mm-hmm.
And that way I can sort of centre it to the table itself.
Right. So you're using the table to measure and gauge whether you're on straight.
Straight, yes.
So for me, I'm just looking here. It looks about 2 inches here, but it looks about 4 inches. So I think we're slightly wonky.
Yeah,
what do you think?
Let's remove.
So I think it needs to go that way. Yep. And this is the hard part. This is why we clamp, right? Because we can't see underneath.
Yes.
So I'll just check here.
Stops it moving.
I think we got too much down here. I think we need to go this way.
That way?
Yeah, because there's a lot. There's about 8 inches that way. So once you're centred, try and keep it centre. Now, we haven't clamped this side of the batting and backing like we have for that. Is that a problem?
No, because we can just ensure that it's smooth by flicking the top back if we're unsure.
Yep.
And again, smoothing as we go.
So there are options for basting these 3 layers together. So you could use safety pins. I do that a lot. Have you used safety pins a lot?
Safety pins, yes.
Yep. So you would pin it through the 3 layers. Hand basting, believe it or not, was a thing, or thread basting. Jackie, you started life doing that.
Needle every 2 inches in and out. Yes.
It's quite time consuming. What we're doing today is we're actually going to spray baste. Now, Jackie, you've spray basted a few more quilts than me. You like this method?
I do. I find it quick, easy, and effective. So, if you've got time poor, this is the best way to go.
And it's not a problem when you're using it in the machine. You just roll it up and stitch.
Yes, doesn't cause any issues. Very easy to use.
Fantastic. We're going to show you exactly how to do this with spray basting, but because we're in a closed room today, we have to put masks on. So we're going to do that now, and we're going to start spraying and showing you how to do this. We're done. You happy with that, Jackie?
Yes.
So you could see as we were doing that, we were smoothing it out as we went, and we also moved the clamps. The next step is we're actually just going to roll it up and ready for quilting. And we found a great use for our slap band. So here's two for you. So just going to grab it and we're just going to roll. This will also let us see if we've been successful with our basting. And you can see on the back, it's even, it's flat. That's exactly what we want. So I'm going to put these in. Don't hold it up. Holds the quilts together.